There's something about raw, unfiltered horsepower that transcends decades. Long before electronic driver aids and computer-managed performance, cars demanded skill, nerve, and a fearless right foot. They were mechanical statements, not just modes of transport, symbols of ambition forged in steel, chrome, and gasoline. This channel is dedicated to preserving that spirit. We go beyond nostalgia, examining machines not only for their beauty, but also for the engineering choices, cultural impact, and competitive edge they brought to their time. These aren't just stories about cars, they're about the people who built them, raced them, and refused to accept limits. Today's subject is one that has sparked debate for generations. Which muscle cars of the 1960s could truly claim dominance on the quarter mile? We'll break down the verified performance numbers, look at what made each contender special, and explore the combination of design and power that gave them their place in history. Number 15, 1967, Ford Fairlane 427 R-Code. The 1967 Ford Fairlane 427 R-Code was a purpose-built machine designed with one goal in mind: domination on the drag strip. Under its understated exterior lay the formidable 427 cubic inch V8, a high-compression, dual four-barrel carburetor powerhouse delivering immense horsepower. The R-Code designation signified Ford's most aggressive specification, a rarity reserved for serious performance seekers. Built in extremely limited numbers to satisfy NHRA homologation rules, these Fairlanes came with close-ratio 4-speed manual gearboxes or heavy-duty automatics, paired with deep rear-end gearing to launch hard from the line. Weight reduction was prioritized, sound deadening was minimal, and comfort-focused features were left out to shed every possible pound. The reinforced chassis and heavy-duty suspension were engineered to handle the brutal acceleration forces. Steel wheels, functional scoops, and minimal brightwork reflected its no-nonsense mission. Capable of covering the quarter mile in just over 12 seconds, it was one of the quickest factory streetcars of its era. Today, surviving examples are prized not only for their performance pedigree, but also for their role in Ford's fierce late 1960s racing rivalry. Number 14, 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner A12. The 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner A12 package was designed for uncompromising straight-line speed without unnecessary frills. At its heart was the 440 cubic inch V8 topped with the famous six-pack induction system, 3 Holley 2-barrel carburetors working in unison to deliver a flood of torque and horsepower. To handle the demands of drag racing, the A12 came standard with heavy-duty internals, reinforced drivetrain components, and a choice of 4-speed manual or TorqueFlite automatic transmissions. The rear gearing was optimized for rapid launches, making the car a formidable presence on the strip. Visual cues were subtle yet functional: black steel wheels, performance-grade tires, and a lift-off fiberglass hood with a massive scoop to feed the triple-carb setup. The body was devoid of unnecessary trim, saving weight while projecting a serious racing attitude. In factory form, the A12 consistently ran the quarter mile around the 13-second mark, proving that Plymouth could blend affordability with competitive performance. It was a car aimed at enthusiasts who wanted maximum power in a package that was straightforward and effective. Decades later, the A12 remains an icon for its raw capability and stripped-down, race-ready ethos. Number 13. 1969 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. The 1969 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 stands among the most exclusive and potent factory muscle cars ever produced. Conceived through the Central Office Production Order (COPO) program, it was built primarily for competition, bypassing standard ordering channels to equip the Camaro with Chevrolet's all-aluminum 427 cubic-inch V8. This engine was a lightweight, high-revving unit originally developed for Can-Am racing, delivering immense power while shedding significant weight from the nose of the car. Only 69 were built, making it one of the rarest Camaros in existence. The ZL1 came with heavy-duty suspension, upgraded cooling systems, and performance-orientated gearing to fully exploit its racing potential. While it carried a steep price tag for its time, it offered performance that few street-legal cars could match. Straight from the factory, the ZL1 could run the quarter-mile in the low 13-second range, with racers often improving on that with minor tuning. Its limited production, combined with its dominance in both drag racing and road course events, has cemented its status as a sought-after collector's piece and a pinnacle of Chevrolet's late 1960s performance engineering. Number 12. 1968 Mercury Cougar XR7 GT 428 Cobra Jet. The 1968 Mercury Cougar XR7 GTE blended refined styling with serious performance credentials, delivering surprising capability in a segment often dominated by stripped-down muscle machines. The GTE package originally paired the Cougar with a 427 cubic-inch V8, but later in the model year, Mercury introduced the 428 Cobra Jet, a high-torque, performance-tuned engine that quickly earned a reputation for quarter-mile strength. Backed by either a 4-speed manual or C6 automatic transmission and coupled with aggressive axle ratios, the GTE was capable of sub-14-second passes in stock form, with some examples clocking in at 13.23 seconds. The XR7 trim elevated the interior with leather upholstery, full instrumentation, and wood grain accents, making it as comfortable as it was fast. Externally, the GTE featured unique badging, concealed headlamps, and subtle performance cues, maintaining a restrained, upscale appearance. Heavy-duty suspension and power front disc brakes ensured that its performance was balanced with control. As a limited production model, the Cougar XR7 GTE with the 428 Cobra Jet occupies a unique space in muscle car history, one that merges luxury car elegance with the raw mechanical force of late 1960s American performance engineering. Number 11. 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner 426 Hemi. The 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner 426 Hemi combined formidable straight-line performance with an approachable street presence. At its core was the 426 cubic-inch Hemi V8, rated conservatively at 425 horsepower, but well known for delivering more in real-world conditions. Equipped with dual 4-barrel carburetors, the Hemi produced immense torque across the rev range, making it a dominant force in quarter-mile competition. Buyers could choose between a heavy-duty 4-speed manual with a Hurst shifter or the equally robust Torque Flight automatic. both paired with performance-orientated axle ratios for maximum acceleration. The Roadrunner's chassis was strengthened to handle the power, with reinforced suspension components and upgraded brakes. Plymouth kept the car's weight reasonable by avoiding excess trim or unnecessary luxury equipment, though essential comfort items were available for those who wanted them. The result was a muscle car that could run low 13-second passes in stock form while still being manageable for daily driving. With the A12 and 6-pack models drawing attention for affordability, the Hemi Roadrunner became a sought-after option for enthusiasts who demanded peak performance without sacrificing the brand's no-nonsense ethos. Its combination of factory engineering precision and raw mechanical strength made it a respected competitor both at the drag strip and on the open road. Number 10. 1969 Mustang Boss 429. The 1969 Mustang Boss 429 was engineered for a specific purpose: homologating Ford's new 429 cubic inch semi-hemispherical V8 for NASCAR competition. To fit the massive power plant into the Mustang's engine bay, Ford subcontracted the assembly to CarCraft, who re-engineered the front suspension, widened the shock towers, and relocated several components. The Boss 429's hand-built engine featured a forged steel crankshaft, large port cylinder heads, and a high-flow intake system, producing substantial power even in factory trim. The engine's potential far exceeded its official ratings, with its real strength revealed at higher RPMs. Each car came with a close-ratio 4-speed manual transmission and a performance rear axle, complemented by competition suspension tuning for improved stability. Only 859 units were built for the 1969 model year, making it one of the most exclusive Mustangs of the era. While its gearing and cam profile were optimized for sustained high-speed racing rather than short sprints, the Boss 429 still managed impressive quarter-mile times in the low 13-second range. Its rarity, specialized engineering, and direct connection to Ford's NASCAR ambitions have made it a lasting symbol of late 1960s factory performance strategy and motorsport-driven design. Number 9. 1969 Dodge Charger 500. The 1969 Dodge Charger 500 was created to address aerodynamic shortcomings of the standard Charger in NASCAR competition. Engineers reshaped the body for improved airflow, replacing the recessed grille with a flush-mounted unit and fitting a more steeply sloped rear window to reduce turbulence. These changes not only enhanced top speed on oval tracks, but also provided subtle benefits in quarter-mile acceleration by reducing wind resistance. Under the hood, buyers could choose between the 426 Hemi or the 440 Magnum V8, both paired with heavy-duty transmissions and drag-friendly gearing. The chassis retained the Charger's proven torsion bar front suspension and leaf spring rear setup, with upgrades to handle the stresses of high-speed racing. Interiors remained similar to other Charger models, offering comfort and space while hiding the car's racing pedigree. Only 392 units were produced, making it rare from the outset. In factory trim with the Hemi, the Charger 500 could deliver quarter-mile times in the mid to high 13-second range, a strong showing for a car designed primarily with NASCAR in mind. Today, It stands as an important transitional model, bridging the gap between the standard Charger and the purpose-built aerodynamic Daytona. Number 8. 1968 Dodge Charger RT Hemi. The 1968 Dodge Charger RT Hemi combined bold styling with formidable performance capabilities. Its fastback roofline and hidden headlamps created a distinctive profile, while the RT trim signaled serious intent. At the heart of the package was the 426 Hemi V8, a dual 4-barrel high-compression engine producing a rated 425 horsepower and immense torque. Buyers could select a 4-speed manual or a TorqueFlite automatic, each backed by a choice of performance axle ratios. The Charger RT's suspension was tuned for both handling and traction, featuring heavy-duty components to cope with the Hemi's output. Quarter-mile times in the mid-13-second range were achievable straight from the showroom, making it a formidable street and strip performer. While the model gained pop culture fame in films like Bullitt, its significance in performance history rests on its engineering and execution. Dodge balanced aggressive styling with functional aerodynamics, while reinforcing the chassis to handle the stresses of hard acceleration. The 1968 Charger RT Hemi remains an enduring representation of late 1960s muscle, powerful, visually striking, and built with the kind of mechanical precision that allowed it to compete with the fastest cars of its time. Number 7. 1969 Plymouth GTX 440. The 1969 Plymouth GTX 440 blended high performance with a level of refinement not always found in muscle cars of its era. Under the hood was the 440 cubic-inch Super Commando V8, factory-rated at 375 horsepower with a single 4-barrel carburetor. This engine was known for producing strong torque from low RPM, giving the GTX rapid acceleration and quarter-mile times in the high 13-second range. Buyers could choose a 4-speed manual or a TorqueFlite automatic, each paired with performance-oriented rear axle ratios, heavy-duty suspension components, power-assisted brakes, and wide tires helped harness the engine's output. Inside, the GTX featured upscale appointments, including premium upholstery, detailed trim, and full instrumentation. It was designed for drivers who wanted a well-appointed interior without compromising speed. Externally, the model displayed restrained badging, bright accents, and optional performance hoods with functional scoops. The GTX could be ordered with additional performance packages, but even in standard 440 form, it delivered strong straight-line performance while remaining composed during regular driving. This dual character made it an attractive choice for buyers seeking both capability and comfort. Its combination of robust mechanical engineering and thoughtful detailing ensured it held a place among the most balanced offerings of the period. Number 6. 1969 Hurst Oldsmobile 442. The 1969 Hurst Oldsmobile 442 represented a collaboration between Oldsmobile and Hurst Performance aimed at delivering a distinctive high-powered factory special. Central to the package was the 455 cubic-inch Rocket V8, producing 380 horsepower and paired exclusively with a specially tuned turbo-hydromatic automatic transmission. The Hurst modifications included a dual-gate shifter, unique exterior striping, and gold and white paint schemes that set the car apart visually. Functional enhancements included a ram air induction system feeding fresh air to the carburetor, heavy-duty suspension tuning, and performance axle ratios to improve acceleration. The interior carried luxury touches such as upgraded seating, wood grain trim, and full instrumentation, maintaining Oldsmobile's focus on comfort alongside capability. Despite its emphasis on refinement, the Hurst Olds achieved quarter-mile times in the high 13-second range in factory configuration. Limited production numbers added to its exclusivity, with each car receiving specific identification on the console and body. The model's performance was matched by its unique styling and factory-engineered enhancements, creating a distinctive position in the muscle car landscape. It showcased the potential of combining luxury car craftsmanship with thorough performance upgrades developed by a dedicated racing partner. Number 5. 1968 Chevrolet Camaro Z28 RS. The 1968 Chevrolet Camaro Z28 RS was engineered to meet the demands of SCCA Trans Am competition while remaining street legal. Its 302 cubic inch small block V8 was designed specifically to meet the series' displacement limit, producing its power through high compression, solid lifter camshaft design, and a high-flow carburetor. Though factory rated at 290 horsepower, the actual output was higher, especially at high RPM. A close ratio 4-speed manual was standard, paired with performance axle ratios for quick launches. The RS package added concealed headlamps, revised exterior trim, and interior upgrades, giving the car a more refined appearance without altering its performance focus. Heavy-duty suspension, power front disc brakes, and performance tires contributed to precise handling and stability at speed. While its gearing favored road course performance, the Z28 RS was capable of quarter-mile times in the upper 13-second range, impressive for a small block-powered car of its time. The combination of competition-derived engineering and distinctive styling made it appealing to buyers seeking a car capable of both spirited driving and competitive performance. It remains one of the most well-balanced examples of Chevrolet's late 1960s performance lineup. Number 4. 1969 Plymouth Cuda 440. The 1969 Plymouth Cuda 440 was an aggressive straight-line performer built by placing one of Chrysler's largest engines into the compact Barracuda body. The 440 cubic inch Super Commando V8 produced 375 horsepower and delivered significant torque, giving the lightweight platform outstanding acceleration. A heavy-duty 4-speed manual or a TorqueFlite automatic was available, each matched with performance rear axle ratios for rapid quarter-mile times. While the added engine weight affected balance and handling, the focus was firmly on straight-line speed, with factory quarter-mile results in the high 13-second range. The car's suspension was upgraded to handle the additional power, though it retained the compact dimensions and relatively light curb weight of the Barracuda line. Externally, the Cuda 440 carried performance badging, optional functional hood scoops, and minimal decorative trim. Interiors were straightforward, but could be optioned with sportier touches, allowing buyers to tailor the car's appearance without detracting from its performance focus. Limited production numbers made the 440 Cuda a rarity, and its purpose-built nature solidified its reputation as one of the most aggressive offerings in Plymouth's performance catalog for 1969. Number 3. 1968 Pontiac GTO Royal Bobcat. The 1968 Pontiac GTO Royal Bobcat was the product of a unique partnership between Pontiac's engineering potential and Royal Pontiac's dealership expertise. Royal Pontiac, located in Michigan, had developed a reputation for offering performance upgrade packages that could be installed before the customer even drove off the lot. The Royal Bobcat kit for the 1968 GTO optimized the 400 cubic inch V8 through recalibrated carburetor settings, advanced ignition timing, and, in some cases, higher compression cylinder heads. Certain builds incorporated factory-approved overbore increases or camshaft upgrades to boost output well beyond the advertised figures. The modifications were designed to maintain drivability while delivering competitive quarter-mile performance, often achieving high 13-second times in street trim. Buyers could order the Royal Bobcat conversion on a new GTO or bring in an existing car for the work, making it both a factory-linked and dealer-personalized performance option. While the appearance remained largely stock, subtle decals or badging identified its upgraded status. This approach allowed customers to enjoy a car that looked showroom original but carried significantly enhanced mechanical capabilities. The Royal Bobcat GTO's success on the street and strip solidified both Pontiac's performance image and Royal Pontiac's reputation as one of the most influential performance dealers of the muscle car era. Number 2. 1968 Shelby GT 500 KR. The 1968 Shelby GT 500 KR represented the peak of Shelby's Mustang offerings for that year, with the KR standing for King of the Road. Under the hood was Ford's 428 Cobra Jet V8, officially rated at 335 horsepower, but producing considerably more in reality. The engine's torque delivery was substantial, allowing the KR to post quarter-mile times in the high 13-second range, despite its relatively high curb weight. Shelby's refinements to the base Mustang Fastback included fiberglass body panels, functional scoops, unique front-end styling, and sequential tail lamps. Suspension upgrades and power front disc brakes were standard, providing balanced control to match the increased performance. Interiors featured deluxe trim, wood grain accents, and full instrumentation, reinforcing the car's premium status. Production was limited, adding to its exclusivity, and each car carried Shelby-specific identification plates and unique serial numbers. The KR combined aggressive styling with a strong performance foundation, appealing to buyers who wanted both street presence and capability. Its position at the top of the 1968 Shelby lineup ensured it would be remembered as one of the most desirable muscle cars of its period, representing both Shelby American's craftsmanship and Ford's big block performance engineering. Number 1. 1969 Pontiac GTO Judge. The 1969 Pontiac GTO Judge was introduced as a high-visibility performance package that combined engineering upgrades with distinctive styling. At its core was the Ram Airy 400 cubic inch V8, while the optional Ram Air 4 provided enhanced breathing through high-flow heads, aggressive camshaft profiles, and revised intake manifolds. The Ram Air 4-equipped Judge was capable of quarter-mile times in the high 13-second range in stock form. A close-ratio 4-speed manual was standard, with heavy-duty drivetrain components ensuring reliability under hard acceleration. The Judge's appearance set it apart with bold graphics, a rear spoiler, and bright color options such as carousel red, designed to draw attention on the street and track. Suspension tuning was performance-orientated, yet retained enough compliance for regular driving, and power front disc brakes came standard. The interior was straightforward but functional, with available upgrades for added comfort. The Judge was marketed as an affordable performance leader within Pontiac's lineup, though its striking presence and optional high-performance hardware gave it serious capability. Today, the Ram Air 4 Judge stands as one of the most recognizable and respected muscle cars of its era, blending visual impact with genuine straight-line speed. The 1960s were more than a chapter in automotive history. They were a proving ground for engineering bravado. Each of these machines was a product of relentless competition, built in an era where quarter-mile bragging rights could make or break a brand's reputation. Even today, their influence is felt in every modern performance car that dares to prioritize speed, sound, and presence. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the golden age of muscle cars, let's keep the conversation going. Which of these quarter-mile legends would you take for a run if you had the chance? Drop your pick in the comments. And if you appreciate content that respects both the history and the engineering behind these machines, make sure to like this video, share it with fellow enthusiasts, and subscribe so you never miss the next breakdown of automotive greatness.